All right, today is officially the day. I'm so excited. I finally got my last plant for the native pollinator garden. So today I'm gonna plant everything. I was just waiting to get everything and see how I want to arrange it. And I was waiting on my coral honeysuckle for my fence lining. So let's get everything planted today. Here is the coral honeysuckle, and I'll put a picture of what it's gonna look like here, but they're essentially gonna be trumpet shaped, and I know they're really good for hummingbirds and also natives. So let's get everything planted. Here's everything that we're gonna be planting today, and it's all gonna go in here. Hopefully I'm in this shot, but all right, I'm gonna start by doing the coral honeysuckle because those are just going along the fence, and then I'm gonna plant or set up everything else and map out where everything needs to go. Oh, and the reason I have this phone is I'm on call this weekend, so gotta have that strapped. I think these, we want to plant them like 3 to 5 feet apart. I want it to be really full, so I'm gonna err on the side of 3 feet. I'm a little nervous how well this soil is gonna dig because it's kind of hard and more clay back here versus in the center. But hopefully it all goes well. So this is a climbing plant, and so my hopes is that it has these pine trees to climb, a little bit of a fence, and then I left these trees so that hopefully it'll wrap around and climb up them. Hopefully not a tree. Alright, coral honeysuckle is planted. Ooh. And I need to go get some water. Alright, next I'm going to do my tallest plant, which is going to be the Jokai weed. I'm going to do that also along the back border and then save room up front for some of the shorter native plants. Here's what they look like right now. I'm not going to be able to place them like I did with the coral honeysuckle because they're together in this tray, but let me get a picture of what it'll look like. This is what it's going to be looking like. She's going to be so pretty. I have one plant that's not looking so good, unfortunately, so I might plant her more on this side. But I think I'm gonna start this way this time. Alright. It says 4 to 5 feet apart, so these are gonna be a little bit wider. frog is waiting for that pond to be filled. Last one, maybe I'll curve it in. This is the one that's not doing so hot, so if she grows, great. If not, I know that the coral honeysuckle and the hydrangeas are right there. Ugh, I waited way too long to plant these. All right, next is gonna be our purple coneflower. These are what she's gonna look like. These say space 1.5 to 2 feet apart. I think I need to focus more on bringing them all up front. I'm gonna make the pollinators or the pond side a little bit more spacious because I want to fill that with aquatic plants. Still don't really know what I'm gonna do on the front entrance, so we're gonna try to leave that a little bit open. And so I've seen 2 different styles of planting. They recommend planting in bunches for the specific pollinator to find it easier. But I've also seen to spread stuff out so that you have blooms all over the garden throughout the year and not just patches of it. So I'm going more for blooms all throughout the garden to make it look more full and just happy. I got 2 more, which I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit. I just don't know what I want this front to look like. So excited for this to be in bloom, although I know it's probably going to take 6 months to a year to see. Oh my gosh. Them to start growing super big. My ground is like straight clay. The only reason that it's somewhat soft is from the dirt and compost. water break. All right, so I have 3 different plants left, and I think I'm gonna take them all out and space them out because I'm kind of starting to run out of room. So I just want to make sure everything has a spot. This next one is bee balm. I already planted some over there, so I think I'm gonna try to put some more on this side. We'll see how it goes. I almost kind of want this one up front. Next is the butterfly weed, which I'm really excited about because this is for the monarchs, and I'm hoping to attract a lot of caterpillars. These ones say they grow about 1 to 3 feet tall. I want these kind of up front. Guess for right now. A lot harder than I thought. Alright, these are my gray leaf goldenrods. These supposedly only grow 1.5 to 2 feet tall, and the spacing doesn't need to be that wide, so I'm thinking I'm going to have these along the front over here to fill this in. And these say that the spacing only needs to be 0.5 to 1 foot, so I'm going to kind of make these a lot closer. I get nervous putting it right here because I still have a lot to do with that, but I think that I can work around that okay. Alright. Start over here. And we're just going to turn this a little bit. I guess now that I'm looking at it, I got a lot still. I'm really overheated right now, so I'm gonna go get water and then come water them and then clean everything up. All right, everything is planted. Again, this is all experimental for me, so I'm praying for the best results and that the plants are happy where they were placed. I won't really know how the spacing and everything will look a little later on once everything starts to get a little bit more full. After I planted everything up front, I did realize there's a patch in the back that is a little spacious, so I don't know, maybe more room to get more plants But I also just want to give them time to grow, expand, do their thing, and make adjustments as needed. But I just wanted to highlight the importance of planting native plants one more time. I'm just gonna throw the ball for my dog. The benefits of planting native plants from a gardener's perspective is they're already adapted to your region's climate. And so I'm in North Carolina, and right now it is hot as hell, and my soil is really dry and clay-like and sandy, but a lot of these plants are already adapted to that and thrive in these conditions. So from my perspective, it's really nice because once they establish their roots and start growing, they're gonna thrive pretty much on their own. Whereas I've been planting cosmos, marigolds, zinnias, which aren't necessarily native to my region, but I have to water them frequently, otherwise they dry up. So that is a huge task that planting non-native has been. So that's why I challenged myself this year. I don't want to be a lazy gardener, but I want to plant stuff that thrives, that I don't have to stress about when I go out of town. The benefits of planting native from a pollinator perspective is I now have a bunch of host plants, not only for butterflies and bees and birds and hummingbirds and all of that good stuff. It's going to attract more of those pollinators into my garden. It's going to help with pest control. Having a host plant for the butterflies and all those good pollinators is they're going to want to lay their eggs here because they have not only a food source but a place where their babies can thrive. And then another benefit is I just feel really accomplished right now. I feel like I am being a steward for the land and for Mother Earth. And when I first started gardening, I was planting for myself and I wanted everything to look beautiful. And it wasn't until I started seeing the bees and the butterflies in the yard where my whole perspective changed, and I want to plant for them and we both can benefit from it. So right now I'm just feeling like I did a really good deed and I'm about to have a really thriving ecosystem. I hope I'm at this rental for long enough to see it thrive. But again, this is all experimenting for me so that when I do have my land, I'll know what worked well, I know what to improve next time, and I'll make it even better. But right now, I'm really proud of it. I think she's gonna look so beautiful when she's blooming, and I just can't wait to keep adding and tending to it. So my next project now is going to be the dragonfly pond, which we do have the hole dug for that, but the fun part, which I think I'm gonna wait till I'm not on call so that I can take all the time I want and not stress about anything. But the fun part will be getting the rocks, picking out the plants, and then just getting it set up and having a water source. It's mainly for the dragonflies, but I know the froggies are gonna be happy. My bees will probably stop there, and maybe the birds too. So yeah, follow along for that journey too.